Hey, what's up guys? My name is 4am and welcome back to the channel. The Echoing Void DLC brought us the end to Minecraft Dungeons. Along with it, we got our hands on some very awesome new uniques to find, and in this series, I will show you every single one of them, where you can find them, and if they might be useful for a future build. Of course, I will show you which enchantment would work best on them, so guys, let's check out today's item, the Untitled Robes. Before we get started, I quickly wanted to say a special thanks to the members who are currently supporting the channel. If you also enjoy watching my content, you can help me grow it even more by becoming a member and unlock awesome exclusive perks. Already a big thanks. The Untitled Robes, another pretty fancy looking piece of armor which you can get your hands on exclusively on the Echoing Void DLC. And this one can only be found on the Broken Citadel, just like the beginning and the end, which I showcased earlier today. And the common or rare variant is called the Teleportation Robe, so you're gonna search for this one in the loot table. Once again, if you were just looking for this one as collectible, you should definitely try this devil on default because you will have a way higher chance of finding the robes right there. I already have this piece of armor equipped because I think it looks extremely badass, especially if you have the right enchantments for it. I mean, right now I can just move around in the battlefield like a flipping ninja, so I'll show you exactly which enchantments you need in order to get this swiftness as well. The Untitled Robes, which I'm currently using, have Multiroll, Cooldown, and also Acrobat built in as enchantments. I think Appa gave it to me, so once again, a big thanks for this one. So Multiroll pretty much allows you to roll multiple times. It grants you extra rolls. On the maximum tier, you have 4 of them. Then of course with the cooldown reduction you will be able to use artifacts more frequently, so if you're using a ghost cape for example, this can definitely help out big time, as well as a boost of swiftness. Then, last but not least, we also have the Acrobat right here. Reduces the cooldown time between your rolls. So not only I have 4 rolls right now, but also with a 45% roll cooldown. So that will allow you, of course, to roll 24/7. If you combine that with a Ghost Cloak, a Deathcap Mushroom, and also a boost of swiftness, you can definitely tell that you can move around extremely fast. But I still don't think it's the best speedrun gear which you can get your hands on in the game. For that, you definitely want to look at the Evocation Robe family because it already has a built-in artifact cooldown reduction and also the movement speed aura. Anyways, let's have a look at the built-in enchantments. The common or rare variant called the Teleportation Robes has the roll to teleport and a plus 50% soul gathering built in, which in my opinion are already the 2 best enchantments which you can find on this armor, so definitely make sure to stick with Teleportation Robes which have very good built-in enchantments if they are gilded. But of course the unique variant also triggers explosions on rolling teleport. And this is pretty similar like the Shadow Blast, because when leaving Shadow form, it triggers a powerful blast that deals damage to nearby mobs, but it will probably be a tier 1 effect. It doesn't deal a lot of damage. I also tried enchanting an Unstable Robes with Soul Focus, but this actually doesn't boost the damage, so I'm not really sure if you want to focus on the explosion damage which is built in on this piece of armor. What I think is pretty cool though is if you speedrun levels on a lower Apocalypse difficulty, you can already pretty much one-hit kill all the mobs with this explosion. As you can see, we are currently in the Desert Temple on Apocalypse level 7 plus 10, one-hit killing every mob in our path. On the Max Apocalypse Plus with a power level 250 Unstable Robes, this is not the case though, so definitely don't waste your time trying to defeat mobs with this enchantment. So yeah, pretty much long story short, in my opinion, the Teleportation Robes is as strong as the Unstable Robes because the trigger explosion really doesn't add up if you're going to use it for the maximum Apocalypse Plus. But of course, that doesn't mean it's not going to be viable on the max difficulty, so let's check out the enchantments which can definitely make it very interesting. So first off, even though it doesn't boost the explosion damage, I think Soul Focus is going to be really nice because it's pretty much a soul gathering piece of armor with plus 50% soul gathering. So if you take the Soul Focus, you will already deal a plus 30% increased damage with pretty much all your artifacts. Another pretty fun one to try, Fire Trail, because every time when you roll with this piece of armor or teleport pretty much, you will also leave behind fire trails, which can be very fun to play with. Since we're talking about rolling enchantments, I think Electrified can also be very nice. Rolling zaps 2 nearby enemies with lightning bolts, dealing damage. By the way, if you're going for a heavy damage dealing soul build, then I think the potion barrier can be pretty interesting as well, because whenever you use a healing potion, you take minus 90% damage for a short duration. What's really cool about this, of course, if you deal a lot of damage, with the refreshment enchantment, you can actually constantly refresh this cooldown of your potion. Of course, this is not an armor enchantment, it can be found on weapons and ranged weapons, so definitely make sure to check it out right there. I think it's gonna be great synergy. Most of the times when you're speedrunning, of course, you're after some very nice loot, so Luck of the Sea can be pretty awesome to increase your luck by 30%, so you will have a higher chance of finding uniques. I mean, if you're doing this on a lower Apocalypse Plus just to get your hands on unique items, then I think this one is going to be a very nice pick. For speedrunning, I think we can all agree that cooldown reduction can also be very interesting to constantly refresh your artifacts, so you'll be able to spam your Boots of Swiftness, your Deathcap Mushroom, and also your Ghost Cape. While speedrunning, if you get the right enchantments first, then I think a secondary enchantment could be the Chilling to slow down mobs around you. I mean, if you're doing this on the highest Apocalypse Plus, they run insanely fast through the level, so if you have Chilling, you will actually reduce their both movement and attack speed by 60%. Then two more enchantments which can make it interesting for speedrunning: the Speed Synergy, which increases your movement speed by 20% when activating an artifact for 3 seconds, but I think this one isn't that powerful. Instead, you should definitely get your hands on Swift-Footed, because this one makes you move faster for 3 seconds, and boy oh boy, if you also have a ranged weapon with a Tempo Theft enchantment, this is gonna allow you to go so fast through the level. Then also some enchantments which I definitely don't recommend putting on this bad boy. Gravity Pulse, because it's already a glass cannon piece of armor, it makes you extremely squishy, so if you pull those mobs towards you, I think you're gonna have a death wish. Cowardice could be interesting in certain situations, but since we're not always on full HP when speedrunning, I think this will pretty much be a waste as well. And of course, the Reckless. I mean, why would you take this one on a very squishy piece of armor? Of course, you will hit like a truck, but at the same time, I think you will be one-shot by the enemies as well. Maybe because you're gonna speedrun and you get through those levels pretty quickly, you can loot those chests very quickly. I think the Death Warder can be nice, because this will actually save up 50 emeralds for you, and if you die, you will actually be resurrected once again. And then one more fun enchantment, I think the Tumblebee can be very interesting, because every time when you roll, of course, you will summon in bees, and it will actually distract enemies, so you can just keep speedrunning. If you have a 100% chance to summon, of course, they will summon every single time when you roll. I quickly want to get back to the soul focus once again, because you guys are probably wondering why I picked this one if it doesn't really boost the damage of the roll explosion. Well, that's because we also have the Torment Quaver right here, and this one gives you slow arrows that knock back mobs and passes through walls, deals insane amounts of damage. I always use it in every single build pretty much, and yes, this one is also fueled by soul damage. If you have a nice range weapon with, for example, Roll Charge and Dynamo, of course, you're gonna roll 24/7, and this will be a very awesome synergy with your piece of armor. So yeah, if you have these enchantments, this ranged weapon, of course also these artifacts, you can pretty much roll around like a flipping ninja. It will look exactly like this. You'll be able to deal tons and tons of damage, you can knock back mobs without a problem, and of course also travel very quickly through the battlefield. Alright, so there you have it, everything you need to know about this Echoing Void exclusive new unique. What are your thoughts about this item? Already found one with nice enchantments? Make sure to leave it in the comments down below. And of course, if you found this video helpful, please take a moment to hit that like button, as it helps me out a lot. Also, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for future Minecraft and Minecraft Dungeons content, because a lot more is coming your way. Right now though, it is 4 AM out. I'll catch you guys in the next live stream or video. Take care. Peace.